Hey Lightweights, and welcome back to another Batman the Animated Series reaction video, as I struggled through that for some reason. I am very excited because today I will be reacting to the episode Heart of Ice, which a ton of you have talked about in the comments before as one of the better episodes, heavier hitting episodes, and if I'm recalling correctly from your comments / reading into the title correctly, is going to be about Mr. Freeze, which I'm very excited for because he's another villain that I am familiar with from the games. So I can't wait to watch and see what his story is in this show compared to what it is in the games, if I remember it correctly, because I didn't remember Two-Face from the games correctly. So anyways, I can't wait to watch and learn a little bit more about Mr. Freeze. If you're enjoying the reactions so far, or if you're new here, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell button when you do so that you know when I post the next one. And here we go. Heart of Ice.
A rash of bizarre cold-related crimes have chilled Gotham to the bone.
Taking up video games, are we, sir?
These are the stolen objects. They don't look like much alone, but in this configuration, they combine into a massive weapon able to generate intense cold.
I like his look in this.
Hooray!
And his sound is much more robotic in this compared to the game. In the game, he sounded like a human in a machine, or in a visor, whatever you want to call it. But in this, he sounds like a robot, which is kind of cool.
All set.
Freeze!
That's Mr. Freeze to you. This is a personal vendetta. It doesn't concern you. You leave me no choice.
Oh. Damn, how cold does it make things?
Leave him. Then perhaps you'd like to share his fate.
Damn, he really does have a heart of ice. That's very Luke Skywalker.
With all the compartments on your belt, you'd think there'd be one for tissues.
Thanks. The hot chemical bath did the trick.
You could use a hot bath yourself.
Bruce Wayne has got a meeting with Mr. Ferris Boyle.
What's this I hear about someone causing trouble for GothCorp?
Some fruitcake has it out for my company. I don't know why. There's only one man who'd hate GothCorp that much, if he were alive.
Sometimes he sounds like Mark Hamill.
I remembered this headline from last year.
Does it say what caused the accident?
No, and I suspect that's the reason for the cover-up.
You'll need this.
Knockout gas?
Chicken soup.
Mr. Boyle sent me to fill in. Enjoy yourself at the party with his compliments.
So talented. Quick change. How did a VHS tape fit in a manila folder?
Behind me you see the CC-100. A cryogenic freezing chamber of my own design. Freezing subjects stricken with inoperable ailments. My own beloved wife, Nora.
Shut this stuff down.
Stop! Oh! Oh! Nora!
Oh shit.
My God.
How's it gonna get out of that one? This whole episode's reminded me of Star Wars. Bats looks naked when he doesn't have his utility belts on. Use the force, Bats. Oh shit. That was cool.
Who are you? Victor Freeze. Please. Beg you. In my nightmares, I see my Nora behind the glass, begging to me with frozen eyes.
He can't really do like an uppercut or anything when he's got a glass dome around his head.
Sooner or later, all who stand in my way must feel the icy touch of death.
Chicken noodle soup is best for the cold. He said it. Okay, is he dying now, though? That's not like Batman.
No. Justice. A year ago, Ferris Boyle interrupted an experiment. Here's the evidence.
I'm glad Bats is getting both bad guys in this.
I failed you.
Aww.
I can only beg your forgiveness.
Alright guys, I had to look it up before I recorded the outro because I thought I was going crazy, but I was right. That was Mark Hamill. Which, I don't know, I find extra funny because I felt like there was a lot of things that reminded me of Star Wars in there, and I don't know if that's because I was recognizing Mark Hamill's voice subconsciously, or if they intentionally had little Star Wars references. I don't know, but I felt like I can't think of what all of them were right now. But there was like a couple, for sure, Batman hanging by the ice by the ankles reminded me. But anyways, that was a really good episode. And I don't know, Mr. Freeze is like a lovable villain. And that's probably not good to say, but I feel like his motives are very understandable. Not that I'm justifying killing people or attempting to kill people, but I feel like he is one of the villains that he didn't try to kill Batman. He was trying to stop Batman. Maybe I was misreading it wrong. Maybe I have to watch it more. But I feel like even in the game, he wasn't necessarily trying to kill Batman. He was just trying to stop Batman. So I feel like, yes, he has the heart of ice. And he definitely was cruel to his one Goonie that got frozen on accident. But he doesn't feel as evil as some of the other supervillains. He's on a mission and he's going to do what he needs to do to get that revenge. And it's all spurred from that lost love, which is, kind of sweet. But that was a very, very good episode. I like how there was two villains in there, Mr. Freeze and Boyle. It kind of showed you more of like the corporate greed side of villainry and the obvious villain. And I also like how Bats went after both of them. Obviously, he stopped Mr. Freeze. I'm glad Mr. Freeze didn't die. I was kind of worried about that when his helmet broke because he said he had to have the suit for sub-zero temperatures. And I was like, oh, it's like a fish out of water not being able to breathe or something. But then he also stopped Boyle, who was a different type of villain. The under the radar one that most people can't see and then comes out and finds out that he's actually just as evil in different ways. So it was kind of cool how Bats juggled both of those. I really liked the story of that one. I apologize for yawning through it. I'm like really exhausted for some reason, but that is no indication of how I felt about it, I promise. I was really enjoying the episode, and I do really like Mr. Freeze. I really do. I enjoyed his character in the game because I feel like they kind of did the same take, which makes sense because I know there's a lot of inspiration from this show for the games, and I apologize for talking about the game so much in my reactions, but that's, as you guys know by now, the very limited Batman knowledge I have comes from those, so that's my only reference point. But I feel like Mr. Freeze in those games was the same way. Maybe let's wait for it up. Was the same way. A lovable villain in terms of, yes, he was doing bad things, but his reasoning was more understandable, and he wasn't doing bad things just to do bad things. He was kind of had a very specific goal in mind, and the other things were kind of just consequences of that goal, if that makes sense. But yeah, it makes me really excited to keep watching the show because I love seeing other characters that I've met in the games and to see how they were imagined in this show versus reimagined in the games. And this was another one that I really, really enjoyed. I haven't seen a character yet that I haven't liked, so it makes me really excited to keep watching. I think this one, correct me if I'm wrong, because now I don't remember from the comments, one of the, was it one? Maybe it's multiple. Anyways, I'm going to finish the thought. One of the episodes won an award, and I think it might have been this one. Like I said, correct me in the comments. But I could see that because I feel like this story was a little bit deeper because of that duality of evil, the obvious one that I talked about, the Boyle that I talked about. So the story wasn't quite as surface level as some of the other stories, which I can definitely see reviewing really well and getting accolades for. So I really enjoyed it. I hope you liked the reaction. If you did, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell button when you do so that you know when I post future videos. I am pretty sure, if I recall correctly, the next one is Catwoman two-parter. So definitely excited for that one as well. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope you have an amazing day.